remember, was that an original Oscar Isaacs thing, or did he get that from someone else? I mean, I know it's obviously
that was Bill Murray.
That's right,
on a
Bill
Saturday
Murray.
Night Live skit
That's right.
originally.
I can't believe I forgot it.
But you cannot find of that skit anywhere. There's audio of it, but at least I have not been able to find a video clip of Bill Murray doing it.
Yeah, I mean, SNL in general is like it's hard to find video of that anywhere.
All right. You ready?
Ready.
Das.
All
We already
right.
announced. Yeah, we announced what you call it last. Hey, have we gotten any artwork in?
No. We have not.
Sons of. Oh, we're live.
We will. I'll mention. We'll mention something about it, but we won't give any like a repeat of it or anything. But all right, ready with audio Audacity.
Ready.
Yeah.
All right, a 3, a 2, a 1. A welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number 138 of the South Dakota Gamer Podcast. I'm one of your hosts. Joining me this week, as always, Dave Mann.
I'm blinking my eyes way more than I need to.
And Josh Owens.
I just got a haircut.
Two awesome statements to open this podcast. Well done. We're here. We're ready to go. We're going to blaze through this week's podcast so that, and not that we're going to go fast through it. We're going to go through the podcast quickly because we have a Destiny raid waiting for us that we are going to try to finish before the weekly reset in just a few short hours from right this moment. So bear with us. We will not be light on content by any means. We're just going to be, we won't be hem-hawing. Hem-hawing? Hemming and hawing?
We're wasting time.
Like what's happening right now.
Right. None of this. This is all that we're going to do.
Just as
all
an
right,
example.
so here we are. Things we will not do. We're giving away a PlayStation 4 next month, guys. Less than,
What?
A week or so away. We will be shipping PlayStation 4 out to one of our lucky listeners.
Seriously, I can't believe we're doing that. That's crazy.
So-
You can't afford not to enter. I think I covered it all.
There are ways to enter for the month of October. If you listen to the podcast on a weekly basis, you will find out how to do that. So you're going to want to make sure for all the October podcasts, you listen to them and then do the thing that we ask you to do. You do that, you get 3 entries. You know what? And there might even be a bonus entry by the time this podcast is over. So we want to give it away to the one that deserves it the most. And that's just randomly who gets chosen. So here we go. The news that you can use.
If you so choose.
To do so.
Destiny 2, as was already mentioned at the beginning of this podcast, is a thing we play. Some of us, 2/3 of the South Dakota Gamer Podcast host play this game and recommend it. Iron Banner is coming tomorrow or today at the time of this podcast being out. If you played Destiny 1, Iron Banner was a PvP mode where the gear you had and the weapons you had mattered. So you'd go in and your light level mattered, your power on your weapons and your gear was a thing that made it PvP. You could get special loot out of it, and you also got, engrams and things like that. Well, in Destiny 2, at least at this point, it does not matter. It's just there's new weapons and new armor that you can earn. You'll get tokens just like everything else in Destiny 2. You turn in, you get things. But everyone's power level is even. So it doesn't matter if you have the best gun or if you have real good armor. Those numbers won't mean anything. A lot of people are really upset by this. Hardcore Destiny 1 fans not happy with the fact that this is kind of watered down Iron Banner. I know Dave and I didn't really play a ton of it, so I don't know. Do you really have any opinion one way or another?
Not really, although I do think that that's a cool feature. I mean, it sets Crucible apart from Iron Banner, and it's cool. I think it is cool. I mean, you carry in what you have, so I mean, it's really like up to you to spec out your guy specifically for PvP and have the different perks you want that are best suited for that. And now it doesn't matter, apparently.
Yeah. It made Iron Banner a special event, kind of, and it's not something that runs all the time, kind of like the faction wars or faction rallies. It's something that's only temporary, but now, I mean, you still get cool loot from it, but
Go ahead, Orbit.
it's not as... So,
yeah.
All right. So that's Destiny 2. Next, Horizon Zero Dawn is a real good game that was released this year. Some would say contender for Game of the Year. They are going to be releasing in December a complete edition, which will have the base game and the first part of DLC, which is the winter. I forget the exact title, but it has to do with the winter DLC for $49.99.
Frozen Wildlands, I think.
There you go. Yeah, Frozen Wildlands.
That's
played it. Yeah, that is a great deal, and I think it's a good idea on their behalf to put that out again and kind of get people thinking about it when it comes to Game of the Year discussions. To say, don't forget us. I know we were released in February, but we were a real good game. Remember?
Yeah.
So
I still need.
If you have not bought that, move on that. Get that. Definitely.
I need to replay it again because I lost all my saves.
Oh, hey, remember that package that I told you about last week for your birthday? It's got it's still sitting right over here, but it's got a flash drive.
I remember what it is now. Yeah.
From a listener, Billy of the podcast, listener that lives here in Brookings, that gave me a full playthrough flash drive, completed end game flash drive that you can just upload the save, so you don't have to go through that. I just gotta get it to you, and at least a couple. Cool. I mean, for weeks at the most, a couple weeks from now, I'll send it to you.
I'm just wondering. I don't know if this is the case, but can that not just be put in Dropbox? And then put onto my jump drive, and then put in to my PS4.
Maybe the program Dropbox we have is a 1 gigabyte limit, so I don't know, that save might not be that big.
No,
that's a great question.
Yeah,
that's really cool though.
We should try that. I never thought of that. Yeah, so
good on
Billy. I mean, this was months ago. He gave that to me.
Yep.
So sorry, Billy. I haven't sent it to him. It's part of his birthday gifts. So I was waiting for his birthday, which was last week. I mean, I'll get it to him. It's coming. Happy birthday. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I got it. It's on you. There's other stuff in there too. It's gonna be you're gonna love it.
Cool.
So there you go. Horizon Zero Dawn coming out later. Next, Overwatch, a game that was Game of the Year for South Dakota Gamer last year, is doing their Halloween Terror event starting today, October 10th. At least 50 new cosmetic items. Usually there's a new game mode. Facebook, I think, accidentally leaked some of the skins and things like that are out there earlier or later last week. But they're doing it again. Halloween Terror event, October 10th.
Speaking of Halloween, did we mention the fact that Friday the 13th was getting new DLC?
We have not.
Yeah, that was actually it looked really cool. They got a new Jason, I think part 4.
Okay.
I think was the one. He's got like a big, not a machete, but one of those big, it looks like an oversized machete. I can't remember what those, it's like not a butcher's knife. It's got a long handle, but it's got like a giant machete blade on it. It's weird. I can't remember what it's called. But then they also added weather effects, like it can rain and storm at random.
That's cool.
And they added what I think is called the Jarvis house, which is a new map. And it looked spooky, like the house inside. Well, of course, the house inside looks like a normal house. It's lit and everything, and it looks all well kept. And when I just thought about Jason, like chasing you through there, I was like, oh gosh, this would be cool. Like it legitimately made me, when looking at it, made me want to get back into Friday the 13th. And it's releasing on Friday the 13th. This
nice.
Friday. So that's cool. And Jordan, 2%, loyal listener of the show, was excited about that. He's a big Friday the 13th fan. He was like, we got to get 8 guys again and go in there and play that on the new DLC whenever we take a break from Destiny, which I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll see.
We will see. That was fun. That is a fun game to play, especially with friends. So that's cool. Glad you brought that up, Dave. Thank you.
You're welcome, Chad.
Yeah. Hitman. Last year as well. Dave and I played that quite a bit.
No reason to hit
and
what?
There it is. There it is. All right. So Hitman. IO was sold from Square Enix. Square Enix sold off IO, and IO is now its own independent studio. When that all happened, there was debate and wonder and hesitation on, do we think anything else is going to come from that game? They had promised previously that there would be a season 2, and we have not really heard anything about that. But they did announce here just recently that on October 13th, they're going to release a new challenge pack for the current game. It's called Master Scarecrow, and it's going to have new guns, new maps, and the new challenges that you can do. And then also they said stay tuned to all their social media sites, because on the 24th of October, they have some exciting announcements about Hitman. But they did say it does not pertain to Season 2, but it is something that fans of the Hitman game are going to want to watch out for. So you're getting some new content here this week. Great, right?
That would be nice.
Although I think that might be a difficult one to get.
Yeah. I don't know.
So this month, and then come the 24th, there's an announcement for hopefully some other new things going forward for that game. So Hitman, real good game. I would love to get in and play that again, play some new stuff. So there you go. Next, Call of Duty World War II coming out this November. Announced this last week that Season Pass owners will get the bonus map Carentan. Carentan? I don't know how you say it. Carentan. Has to be that. It's a map from the original Call of Duty game, also is in Call of Duty United Offensive and Call of Duty 2. So it's a resurgence of OG map that they're going to make for World War II. And if you're a Season Pass owner, you will get that map. Probably make it available to everybody at some point down the road.
Are we Season Pass holders, Chad?
Not yet.
Okay.
I have not. I mean, I'm sure it'd be silly not to, but I just didn't at the time. So we just have the main game pre-ordered. So there you go. I'm looking forward to playing that game. Next, Xbox One X, also coming out in November, and there's a little Easter egg inside the Xbox One X. No, not a literal actual Easter egg, but a little mini Master Chief riding a scorpion etched onto all the motherboards, or at least some circuit board, at least inside the Xbox One X.
I think that's cool.
Kind of a cool little thing.
Little homage to their roots and to the Scorpion project name.
Yeah, totally. Very cool. All right, you still planning on getting that, Dave, in November? Are you gonna get the X, or are you gonna go for the
November? I'm not necessarily. I don't have a time frame to get it this year, though. Okay. I mainly wanted to get it to play PUBG when it came out.
Fantastic.
So, but yeah, I probably will get one before the year ends, most likely.
The X version, not the S.
I keep going back and forth, and then I keep telling myself, why would I not just pay another $100 or so and get the Xbox?
Future-proof, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of PUBG, we haven't talked about them for a couple weeks because not a whole lot of new things.
Yeah, because
from them.
Because them going up all the time is not new. It's just
it just keeps happening. So maybe last time we mentioned it, I want to say we were saying they're around 1.3 million concurrent players, and it's continued to escalate since then. This weekend, they got less than 20,000 players away from 2 million concurrent. Wow. So like 1,980,000 players are playing this game at the same time. And it's still, again, one map only. They added some fog. There's some new guns. Can't mantle yet. Still has a lot of issues, but people are playing this game like gangbusters. It hasn't come to consoles yet. Hasn't been fully released even on Steam yet. But almost 2 million. So not only did they pass the Dota 1.2 million 2 months ago, they have almost doubled that now, really. And it doesn't show any signs of slowing down. So yet is lighting the world on fire.
That's pretty awesome. Good on that dude.
Yeah. Right?
I think it's incredible.
Making lots of money. All right, well, that's all that I got for the news this week, which was brought to us by our good friend Papa Andy and all the nice things in the world, because that's who Andy is. Thanks, Andy. All right, that's going to move us into what we've been playing lately, and that's going to be brought to us by our good friend Paco.
Paco, loving that Paco. Please let that Paco stay. Not get. Well, I'm gonna leave it there.
Thanks, Paco. Yeah. And First-Hand Supply dipped the world in it. So we've been playing a few things
Chad,
this
just
week.
Steal it. Just steal the catchphrase. Don't let Josh say it. Don't offer it to me. I mean, just
It's whatever.
It's fine. Just take it.
No, it's fine.
I didn't see anyone type in, let me say the phrase. It's hard to know. I don't read minds, okay? I don't know if you know this.
Say the phrase. Dave.
Josh.
Yes.
Man.
I have some news.
Okay.
As you may see on our shared document here, my list of things that I played this week is longer than it has been in a while. And there's a reason for that.
Okay.
And it's not that I got fired. So
lots of free time on my hands, got fired.
So I'll just go through the list and then I'll explain why I've been able to play more. So first up, obviously Divinity Original Sin, still a real good game, making my way through it. I'm trying to go through as much as possible without walkthroughs, but that game is sometimes so obtuse about where you're actually supposed to go next because it doesn't really have like quest markers. You literally just have to like pay attention to what people say and what your quest log is saying in order to figure out where to go next, which I like about it. Yeah, kind of. So I like that about it, but at the same time, it can get really confusing because a lot of the maps are really big. So every now and then I'm using a walkthrough, but I'm trying to do it for the most part without. Still so good. I jumped back into Telltale Batman. And I played episode 3. I was able to complete that without any glitches. So good on them. They finally fixed things, I guess. I played some Level 22, which was a PS Plus game. I don't remember if it's this month or last month, but it's a recent PS Plus game. The story behind it is you're a guy that's late for work again. And if he gets caught being late for work one more time, he's going to get fired. So the idea is you're sneaking into work so that nobody will see you get to work so that you can act like you've been at work. Cool. It's super funny. The art style is really cool. And it's great gameplay, like well thought out puzzles. Like the enemy types, quote unquote, are like different types of coworkers, and there's like security guards and like all kinds of things. And so it's sort of like Metal Gear Solid, but funny, and like you're sneaking into like a corporate job. It's really cool.
That's cool.
So it's a lot of fun. It's really light. It's one of those games where you can jump in and play for a few minutes, like beat a level and feel like you did something and move on to something else or whatever. So I highly recommend it. It was, if you have PS Plus, you should have it, I think. I played some Hue, which was another PS Plus game, if I remember correctly. Sort of a puzzle game. You use colors. You pick up different colors and then you use those colors to interact with the environment and open up doors or move blocks around and navigate the environment and things like that. It's good. It's better than what I'm making it sound like. I played some Rogue Legacy, which I've had for a while. I just never like took the plunge and installed it. And it's really good. It's frustratingly hard, but it's fun. And I played the Stranger Things mobile game, which was released by Netflix, which is so good.
It's real good, right?
It's so good. And it's like, it completely embodies like the feel of the show, which like has like an 80s theme to it. But it's really sharp. Like it's super, it's nostalgic and sharp at the same time, it's so good. It's just perfect. So yeah, like that's a game I could definitely see myself like finishing and spending some time with.
It's tough. It's got, not because it's poorly made or that's on a phone, because it's got good touch controls, I think. But there's puzzles to it. Yep. You have to find switches and key cards and beat enemies up. It's pretty cool.
And there's different characters with different attack types.
Right.
You have to use different characters in different situations. It's really good. Surprisingly
better
good.
than it deserves to be.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
Especially for a free game put out by Netflix of all people.
Yeah, right.
So the reason, gentlemen, that I've been able to play so much lately is I finally took the plunge and got myself a Vita.
Whoa.
This past week. So I like the remote play is a godsend.
Yeah.
And it works fantastically. Like I thought that there was going to be like, oh well, I'm probably not going to be able to play some games because it's just going to be too much. And I understand like playing a shooter or something like that via remote play is probably not going to be the best idea, but everything that I've tried, so I haven't even tried yet, but everything that I've tried to play remotely, including the Telltale Batman game, which is like there's time sensitive like sequences in that game, and it's still like it played totally fine. I played Divinity Original Sin remotely, and like that's a very detailed RPG, and it worked fantastically. So like, and then I installed Level 22 and Rogue Legacy and Hue, all three on my Vita, so I just have them there. But it's really, really good. It's really cool.
That's cool.
So yeah, like I just sort of like, my wife's not here, so I can say this. I mean, I've been looking at Vitas for a while, so it wasn't really on a whim, but it wasn't really on my radar. Like lately, I wasn't really top of mind. And then Saturday, like Cecilia and I were just like sitting around, not really doing anything. It was just like a lazy Saturday. And so we were just like sitting in our bed. And so we have like a TV in our room, but my PlayStation's not hooked up to the TV in our room. It's hooked up to the TV in the living room. And I was like, well, we're like chilling. I don't want to like go out there and do something while she's in here doing stuff. Like, you know, I want to like be with her. So I was like, oh, if I had a Vita, I could do that.
Hanging out.
So yeah. So like I turned to her and I was like, hey, is it cool if I like go to GameStop and pick something up? And I was like trying to be super nonchalant. And she was like, what are you getting? And I was like, well, just think of it. Like
selling it
we can spend time together. Like you can like chill in the bed and like do whatever you're doing, like be on your laptop, whatever. And like I can do something I want to do, but we don't even have to be in separate rooms. I could play that PS4 in this room and I don't even have to move it. And so I'm like selling her on it, and she was like, well, how much does it cost? Like she just cut through all that. And she's like, bottom line. So I was like, well, I'm getting it used. I'm getting a real good deal. I'll trade some stuff in. It'll be cheaper or whatever. And then I forgot to take stuff to trade in. So I ended up just paying the used price, but still like,
I mean, you're going to spend that much in gas going back to get it. So,
I mean, pretty much. So yeah, exactly. Like I'm super happy with it. I've only had it since Saturday, but like I feel like saying it's going to revolutionize how I play is dramatic, but it's the total truth.
It's always cool to get new hardware, even if it's used. I was the same way about when I had my Vita.
I'm really excited about it. So
cool, man.
That's exciting. To be able to get the trophies on the go. I
know there's something very like when I finally started populating the Vita trophy list, I was like, this is pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah.
So
Josh is now a member of Vita Island.
Yeah, I finally got my passport and all the papers were approved. And so
but that island's been divided to two different.
I can't say that I'm a legal citizen, but I am a permanent resident. And I'll take it. That's fine.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are evacuating Vita Island the way it seems anyway. So I'm sure there's a lot of empty lots.
Yeah. I was just saying it's more like North and South Korea now.
I get it. West Korea, because North and South is already taken.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my list.
Right.
That's why I was able to play a little bit more this week.
You want to get a Vita, Dave?
Yeah, man.
What have you been playing?
Well, of course, I played some Destiny 2. A little bit more. That's always fun. We're going to do that tonight. Can't wait. SD Raiders. Huh?
Stop the presses. Stop the presses.
Wait.
So, bonus entry, folks.
Oh.
Send me live right now. Something is happening at the time of this recording.
Are you?
And that is, I'm not going to do it. Don't worry. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just saying the brand new Star Wars trailer has just been released on Monday Night Football, ESPN, this moment. And my wife just texted me from the very first time she ever watched ESPN voluntarily in our entire marriage, probably her entire life, is tonight to catch this trailer. And all she texted me just now and says, O's, it's good, with like a bazillion exclamation points.
And it is. It's so good.
There she is.
Yes,
That's awesome.
If you are watching this via YouTube or you're listening later on, whenever it is that you listen, bonus entry, if you can get to us, Twitter, via Facebook, via text message, tell us the last word that was audibly said in that trailer. The very last word said in this trailer, entry to win the PS4. So that's all. I would probably send it where no one else sees it. Just saying. So no one else gets a bonus entry for free. But get us the last word mentioned, and you get a bonus entry. All right, Dave. Nice. Sorry about that interruption. SD Raiders.
Yeah. SD Raiders. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. I also played some Golf Story, which I really like. I talked about it last week. And I think you'll talk about it a little bit. And then something I played that I don't see on your list that I will mention is I played some Fortnite Battle Royale. And
tell me about this.
Gotta say, man.
What do you think?
I gotta say, I like it. Now, Paco, listener of the show, and brother to two more listeners of the show, and I'm gonna stop talking like this. He's played PUBG. So has Evan. He's played PUBG. And Paco played it. Now, all the Steel Brothers have it, as far as I know, or at least 3 of them.
Okay.
Jake, Jordan, and Evan. I don't think Eric does. He might. I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. I think that Paco's original impression of it, because he played PUBG, it was a little bit. He's like, it's not PUBG. It's what he told us. Well, obviously, it's not PUBG.
Sure.
But I have not played PUBG. And so when I played it, I was like, this is really cool. Like, I know I'm going to like PUBG a lot more. I just know I will. But this is still really cool. From the moment that I dropped down skydiving in and like picked my place and started like picking up stuff and started shooting and everything, it was cool. And I made it to the highest I made it was 2nd place. I made it to 2nd place, and that was mainly because I hid the whole time.
And I know you haven't played PUBG, but you've watched some.
Yeah.
To have that same feel, like, you know, the tension and the I'm not going to say sharpness, or because the game has some jank to it.
Yeah.
But does it have the same tension feel to it, or does it feel? Because like when I see the art style of PUBG and I see the art style of Fortnite just looks more not kiddie, but it's more animation.
Right. It's more cartoon.
You know what
style.
I mean?
Yeah.
Feel like that too.
It again, even watching PUBG, I'm sure it'll be different when I play it. But the tension for me, as far as what I want out of PUBG, is the idea of, now I'll enjoy playing with groups. We'll definitely get our duels and we'll whatever our groups and stuff and play that way. But I like the idea of being the lone wolf out there and having to watch your back at every corner. That tension is still there for me. Like, you drop in, I'm watching around immediately. Like, is someone else dropping in the same area? I got to watch where they're parachuting down so I know where they're at. Keep that in mind as I'm getting my stuff. And then sometimes you see them. I had one guy parachuting to the same house. I'm like, I got to do this quick. I lost. It was because this game's different too. You've got base building that happens. So every person, before you get a gun, you have a pick, and you can use that to destroy whatever's there. Cars, trees, rocks, houses. Maybe not rocks. I can't remember. But anyways, you can get brick, wood, and metal from different resources, and you can build things. You can build metal walls, brick walls, wooden walls. You can build staircases, roofs, stuff like that. Traps. I don't think I ever got that far, but I have seen that traps could be in it. But there were sometimes where I got into a house and I destroyed the staircase once I got to the 2nd floor, and then I built a brick wall up. And then I sat still, and I heard a guy. You could hear him, like you're using your headphones, like you would in PUBG, I imagine. And I'm listening to where he's at. I can hear him below me. He's like breaking through walls. He's coming in, and I didn't move because you could hear the footsteps. So I'm like, okay, if I don't move, he might not know I'm here. So I got behind a door. I crouched and moved as slow as I could and got behind a door to where I could see, but he couldn't see me. And I saw him come up the steps, run past me. He starts looking in this room, so I came up behind him and shot him with a shotgun and killed him. I was like, this is really cool. Like, I really like this.
That is a clever thing.
Yeah, and then at the very end, the second place game I had, I got down to the smallest shrunken area because it's just the same way as PUBG, where you've got the storm that shrinks in on the circles and stuff, and got to the last little area. It wasn't going to shrink anymore. It was just 3 of us left. I knew where one guy was, and I knew roughly where the other guy was. I thought he was outside the building I was in. I could hear him moving back and forth, right? I was inside of a building. I barricaded myself in. And I had a little window that I built that I could see out, and I was waiting for someone to run in front of it and try to shoot him. Well, oh no, there was one more storm closing in, and it started closing in right to where just inside my room I was getting ticked. The health was ticking down. I'm like, I gotta get out. So I ran out, and I ran around the corner expecting to see a guy there, and all of a sudden I instantly died. And I realized he had built staircases above me, just staircases.
Oh, wow.
He didn't build a building. He just built staircases that went up, and he was up looking down, trying to see me the whole time was what he was doing, but he couldn't see me. And then when I ran out, he just shot me with one thing.
Interesting.
And that was, I lost.
That's it gives a different aspect on that game, I guess, being able to build stuff.
I tell you what, playing this first, and by the way, let's mention again, it's completely free, totally free. You just go on to the PlayStation Store or the Xbox Store or whatever and get it. It's free. But I think if you haven't played PUBG but you really want to, this game will, I think, satisfy you for a little bit. But I also think it'll make you. I think you'll appreciate PUBG more because PUBG's definitely got way more bells and whistles. It's a lot more lifelike. There's aim down sights and everything. I'm really, really looking forward to PUBG, and this is just making me more excited.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. What else?
That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, for me, I did play some of the mobile game Stranger Things, which I mentioned with Josh. I played some Destiny. We did start the raid on last Tuesday. We got through the way it was set up. We had the wolves first or the beasts first. Took us lots of tries to get that. Lots. We died a bunch, but we finally figured it out. We got it. There were shouting and whooping and hollering when we finally did get it. Fireworks went off in the room, literally. It was good. It was a learning experience as a team, learning who was good at what, being able to go through it. Josh, your brother, is a very good Destiny player, and he takes point. Well, that was fun.
Good for him.
Yeah. He said, "I'm the best gamer in this family."
He probably is.
Period. So it starts a sibling rivalry. He didn't say that, but you know. So we did that. Then we moved on to the next one, and it was getting late. I think, how long did we play? We started at like 8:30, and everyone kind of finished around 2. So I mean, we're close to 6 hours.
Yeah.
To get through 1.5 of the 3 rooms before getting into the 4th room, which is where the boss is. So I believe they played again on Friday night. Mm-hmm. They got through the bathhouses. I was not able to play. I was out of town. I think Dave was out of town as well. Picked up a couple of other guys, and they were able to get through.
Maybe that was the deciding factor. We weren't both there, not there.
Hadn't thought about that. So just now.
Yeah.
So anyway, they got through the bathhouse and started. I don't know if I believe they tried the gauntlet a few times. So we plan to try the gauntlet and try to beat Callus tonight. The weekly reset happens at 4 a.m. Central Time. I'm sure we will finish or not. I'm imagining we'll be done before then. But we're going to try to get through it. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. We're picking up a friend of the show, Isaac Ali. Maybe you've heard of him. He'll be joining us for the raid tonight. You go back to listen to episode number 25, and you will hear his name. You may even hear his voice. So we're going to play that again tonight. I'm looking forward to that. I did bring my Switch with me on my travels, and I was able to play Golf Story, which I enjoyed. I guess it was expecting. I do like it. It's a golf game, and it's not necessarily a JRPG like you would think Final Fantasy or Chrono Trigger type JRPG. It's just you go around and you talk to people, and they give you challenges and quests to do things to gain more experience, which will get you money, which will also be able to help you unlock things. I got to the part where I asked the guy to give me money to give me lessons. He basically said no, or he like takes your money and you barely do anything. He's like, yeah, that's first lesson. It's like, what? Wait a minute. And so then I went to his 3 students and I beat them at a little challenge, whether it was hitting a ball or landing in the green or playing 3 holes. And I beat them in their challenge and went back to him. And now I forget exactly what I have to do, but I know playing 9 holes is coming up and doing a certain, performance on 9 holes to progress the story. So I just have the basic clubs. I know you end up getting better clubs. It's very cool. It's funny. It has some cool little quirky things to it that I enjoy. So I don't see, I could be wrong, but I don't see this being a super long game. Like, I don't think it's going to be like a 30 or 40-hour story. It might be close to 10, be my guess. But it's fun, and it's a great on-the-go game for the Switch. So I'm really enjoying that. I also did play Cinemora X, which is a side-scrolling shooter, airplane shooting game that you just constantly. It's like all those old arcade shooters where you get little upgrades to your weapons. You can shoot bigger bullets and wider spread and missiles and things like that. And then the cool thing about this one is, though, when you kill enemies, you gain time. You have a timer that's constantly counting down. If it gets to 0, you die. So you don't have health per se, but if you get hit, the timer goes down quicker. If you kill enemies, you gain time. So it's a balance. If you're going to get hit, there's so many bullets on screen at one time, you're going to get hit. But it's a balance of getting hit but still killing more guys than being hit to progress. The graphics are fantastic. There's a storyline there, give or take. I kind of am to the point where I just want to skip through the dialogue and just get to the shooting. But some of the bosses are really cool. They're huge on the screen. It kind of has this perspective where it'll spin around the bad guy, where the boss will be there, and you'll fly around him and then start attacking him from the other side. It's a great side-scrolling shooter. I think it's $30, so it's one of the more spendy ones. But I'm really enjoying it, and it's hard. It's not something you're just going to be able to play through and beat real easily. But if you like those plain shooters where you upgrade your weapons and stuff, it's a very cool game. And then I also did play some Mario plus Rabbids. Played that on the trip as well. I love the aesthetic of it. I don't so much love the strategy part.
No,
I don't.
Really.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not bad. And I would probably be okay with it if I didn't have a bazillion other things to play.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I got to the Donkey Kong boss guy. I didn't even try that one. That's where I got to, though. So I may beat that and see if I feel indifferent. But at this point, it's one that I'll probably bring it back and put it towards Odyssey, Mario Odyssey at the end of this month. So it's not that I don't like it. It's just not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted it to be, but it just isn't for me. So then that's okay. And then lastly, I played the Battlefront 2 beta. That was live this weekend, and actually they extended it through Wednesday. So if you did not download it, you can still go play it till Wednesday.
I want to do that.
So it's on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. First off, game looks beautiful. It's a beautiful looking game. It sounds great. They've added a lot more to it. I only played a couple matches. Carter played and got max level immediately. It is just like he likes the game. The only thing is they have loot boxes.
Yep.
And some people are concerned. I didn't get to dive into it too much to be able to tell myself, but some people are concerned that it seems very pay to win, pay to do better. Everything that you can buy in loot boxes, you can get with in-game currency. However, unlike Overwatch, who has all cosmetic things, like there's nothing in that you can get in a loot crate in Overwatch that'll help you perform better. Battlefront 2 help perform better. So there are star cards that you get, and in this game, there's 3 versions of them. There's bronze, silver, gold, and I think there even might be a 4th one. But they give you buffs and bonuses on things like weapons, abilities, and you get those in loot crates. They're random. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just a random roll to get them. You also get scrap in loot crates, which you can craft to make star cards, but it takes a buttload of scrap to get a really good. So one of them is the one I saw, or example I saw, was a Boba Fett, like Death from Above or something like that, where if you're in the air, you get more damage if you play this star card. You'll create more damage for people below you. The bronze card was a 50% bonus damage. The gold card was a 100% bonus damage.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Twice as much damage if you're hovering with this jetpack than you would normally. But you have to have gotten that star card from a loot box. Either you've got enough, scrap to craft it, or you just randomly got it, or you can buy loot crates with real money. And if you buy enough of them, maybe you get it. And so you can, if you're willing to put a pile of money into it, rather than spend the hours and hours and hours to earn it, you could just get those bonus things with money. It's still random. It's not like you're going to buy that specific one, but you can have obviously more opportunities if you buy your own. So it's new. Wasn't in Battlefront 1. And obviously we know EA has said that all the DLC will be free for Battlefront 2. Maybe this is one of the reasons why, because they expect money. I mean, I saw an article the other day that Overwatch has made like $3 million in loot crate purchases alone. And those literally are just cosmetic.
They don't do anything. Yeah.
Million. So, I mean, it makes financial sense, but as a gamer, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, that's disturbing enough. Like, I mean, I have Battlefront 1 now because I got it like on sale like way after it released, and it's fun. And I'm looking forward to Battlefront 2, but like, I mean, that's disturbing. Like that may be enough, depending on how like this plays out. That may be enough to steer me clear.
What was that? Your cat like
maybe you have to meow.
My cat wanted to jump in. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm looking forward to this game, but that may be enough to steer me clear of actually purchasing this. Like, I'm not really interested in playing a pay to win game.
Yeah, I'll buy it regardless because it's beautiful and it's Star Wars and it has campaign.
Yeah,
but this is their first outing with a story in a Battlefront game. So I was hoping when I was looking forward to this game, I was hoping that it would be strong on both fronts, which then I could justify my purchase, I guess. But I understand there's going to be a story. I just,
the thing is with
that's really a bummer.
It's a bummer, but I think even with what I played today, or the other day with it, it's a good multiplayer game. It feels great. You're shooting the weapons. You're using the lightsabers. It's a fantastically made game. I don't have to pay any money. I don't have to be part of that. Now, will that mean I'll have a miserable experience because of that? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'll still have a good experience. I think I'll still enjoy my time with it. I don't think there'll be so many people, that have bought all these things and got all these things that I'll just get rolled over every time. So I just won't. If I don't like it, I just won't buy any of the loot crate stuff. I'll just do it in game. So it won't stop me. But
yeah,
I don't think anything they would do would really stop me.
Hopefully that's the way it would go. Just from experience. I mean, we were just talking about Overwatch and how much money people have spent on stuff that doesn't even matter. Like when you start talking about, in Rocket League, same thing. Like that's all aesthetic. Like none of that improves performance at all. So when people spend that much money on stuff that in no way helps your gameplay, who knows how much money people are going to spend on stuff that actually does impact gameplay and will help you win matches. Sure. So that's where it gets worrisome, I think, to me.
Sure. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But overall, the game looks fantastic. Some of the star battles that you do when you're in the ships, man, the looks are amazing. They're breathtaking. You feel like you're in Star Wars. And for me, man, that's a grade A. Put me in it. That's what I like. So, all right. Well, that's all I played this week. Dave, we have 2 new releases. Tell the folks.
Yeah. for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC, coming on October 10th, which should be the day that you were listening to this, unless you've listened to it after its release. Anyways, Middle-earth: Shadow of War. This is one I've been looking forward to. I really liked Shadow of Mordor a lot. I will say this will be one of the first times a game that I really want to get. I'm just going to wait at least until the weekend because I'm playing Destiny so much. Yeah. And I don't have to buy this right now because I know the way I play games, I don't like to get into a heavy story game and then like jump out of it into another one.
Yeah, right.
But I'm really looking forward to playing this. And I also forgot about this one, but I'm also looking forward to playing this on October 10th for the PC, PS4, Xbox One, The Evil Within 2. Now, I will say I did not finish The Evil Within, the first one, but I did like it very much. And this one, there's just something about it. It's October. Halloween's coming up. Yep. It looks really good. It looks cool. I like that kind of stuff. I'm going to probably play it. I might buy it. But
the trailer is almost Kojima-esque.
Oh, yeah. All that white, like, whatever that is, milky substance that's going all over everything.
Yeah. Looks good.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right. So those are the games you can buy this week if you would like to. Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, this is going to bring us to the end and the final segment this week of Game Scoops.
The Scoop. Now, Chad, I will say that I wasn't prepared. I saw this when we started, but last week you didn't do a Game Scoops 20 question.
I didn't.
You did something else.
A little quiz.
Yeah, so I was wondering, do you still want to do a quick game of something, or do you want an actual game to guess, or do you want to play video games Who Am I, or what do you want to do?
A game chosen already. We can do that.
You do? Oh, I didn't.
If you don't, okay.
No.
I'm trying to think what I had last week. Actually, I didn't because I was going to do that game instead, so I didn't choose one. That's okay. You know what we could do is bonus, because that won't do anything for right now. Let's see here. On the fly thinking.
Give me 1 second. All right.
You have your PlayStation 4 library right now.
Video game Who Am I? Okay. And I'm gonna pick
it was
and you guys are guessing it together, right? I guess.
So do we need to take our headsets off?
Yeah.
Wait, what? So what? This is Who Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right.
Okay. Everybody ready? Can't hear? Okay. Everybody, the character is Psycho Mantis from which game is it? I think it's
so you should hide your lips.
Just the first one, I think. He's in several of them, but the very first one for PS1. Metal Gear Solid. Psycho Mantis. All right. Ready to go.
Okay.
Kirby.
No. Now you both have played this before. Josh, have you played video games Who Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have. That's right. You were at LA that one time. I played that cool music in the background. I thought it was pretty cool. Edit. Anyways, go ahead.
Am I a man?
Yes.
Am I?
You're both the same person, by the way. I don't know if I was supposed to pick two.
No.
Oh no.
You're both guessing the
I
same.
figured that.
Okay.
We'll be one person together. Do I carry a gun?
No.
Am I on the current gen console game?
I would say yes. It's not. I don't. Yeah, yes, but not not originally. If that makes sense.
Okay.
It should make sense. It's very clear.
In the games that I appear in, am I the main character?
No. Good question. Always a good question in this game.
Not the main character. Let's see here. No gun. Do you see when you play this game? Do you see my character as like a third person view?
Oh yeah, you can see who you are. Yeah,
See the character. Okay.
I mean, he just said you're not the main character.
Fair. Yeah. Okay. That's not a great question.
Let's see.
I mean, I guess you could be a playable character still, even if you're not the main character.
Try to bail me out. Just let it go.
Am I a companion?
No.
All right. So I'm a man though, huh? This original game appearance, was it on a Nintendo console?
No.
Okay.
Remember, unlimited questions. Just rifle them off.
Am I? So I'm not a companion. Do I? Ooh, excuse me. Do I sell things?
No.
Kill any enemies or attack the enemies?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not with a gun.
No.
All right.
I mean, not, well, when you put it like that, I mean, I will say the way that this character attacks people is not with weapons, but people that he attacks can end up being killed by weapons. It's really hard to explain.
Oh,
when you get it, you'll understand.
Okay. Do I wield magic?
No. No, not magic.
Are the main character and I? Josh said this isn't a companion. You said it wasn't a companion. Are the main character and I friends though? Are we on the same team? Are we?
No.
We're not on the same team. Okay. This could be a minion.
Am I part?
To the bad guy.
Am I part of the Star Wars universe?
No.
Good call. No, that was a good call. I'm a man. Am I? Just to clarify, is it a human man?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a human man. Okay. Do I wear armor of any kind?
No. No.
Alrighty then.
Not armor.
Am I a leader? Like, do I command people?
No, not in any. No. No.
Okay. Do I have a sword?
No.
Do I punch people?
No.
Do I ride a horse?
No gun.
No.
Do I ride any kind of mount?
No.
Oh.
Do I? How do I kill people then? Do I transform at all? Do I change appearance, or makeup? Do I change who I am ever?
No.
Like, do I go from a man and change into something else?
No.
No. How in the world do you kill people if you don't have a sword? You don't shoot them. You don't punch them. You don't change. Do I stomp on things? Do I kill things by jumping on them?
Mm-mm.
Do I affect people's minds?
Yes.
Where are you going, Josh?
That was literally a stab in the dark. I have no idea.
Oh wow! Is this game that I'm in? Is this an RPG?
No, not what you would consider an RPG. No.
Okay.
No.
Affect people's minds.
I mean, I always get confused when it comes to role-playing games, but it's not. It's No.
Like an RPG is like equipping items, leveling up, like that type of thing.
I mean, you can equip items, but there's no leveling up. Like, you reached this level.
Yeah, okay.
At least not the character.
Our first glimmer of hope, and I don't have any follow-up.
Yeah, it's a stab in the dark.
Is this like, do I exist in like a realistic setting?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it Earth?
Yeah.
Okay, so it could be like a Metal Gear character.
Okay. Is it
Like
a Metal Gear?
Psycho
Am I a
Mantis?
Metal Gear character?
Yes.
Okay. Am I Psycho Mantis?
Yes.
Nice job. Good job, Josh. Woo!
Yep. I mean,
Very nice.
I'm almost 100% positive that the little boy in Metal Gear Solid 5 is Psycho Mantis. Sorry,
Yeah,
spoilers,
I think that's
Josh.
pretty well established.
No, I mean, I figured that yeah, it's been around for a while.
It's so hard with the
Cool.
way the times shift and everything on that one. Yeah, but I mean, he makes people shoot other people, but he doesn't actually use guns.
Fair.
And
Good. Wow. Good choice.
That mind control. Yeah, good choice.
Yeah.
And good stab in the dark question. Good.
yeah, it was. He didn't wear armor, but he wore like a gas mask.
Yeah.
All right.
Cat
Well, there you go.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
It's gas masks. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode of the South Dakota Gamer Podcast. Always, you guys are the best. Remember, we're giving away a PlayStation 4. You can find out how to win that if you listen to all the episodes in October of the South Dakota Gamer Podcast. It's next month. So you're running out of time to get entries. The more entries you have, the better chance you have of winning. That's how the maths work. Guys, thanks for being here. You're the best.
Chad, thank
Appreciate
you.
your time. My pleasure. It's a joy and a privilege to be here in these people's ear holes. All right, we're going to end this podcast and go watch the Star Wars trailer. At least two-thirds of this podcast going to go watch the Star Wars trailer. The other 1/3 is going to wait till December to see the whole movie.
Off of Facebook for like days.
What if Josh was like a horrible like blackout person to where he didn't know how to do it right, and so he waited until the release day, and then he watched all of the trailers and all of the stuff before the movie. Like, I waited until the day. You're like, wait, what? That's not how it works.
I waited
movie theaters, and he had to wait until it comes out on Blu-ray.
Oh, how lame! Who even does that?
Sir. All right, we're gonna let you go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
A piece of
Love you,
pizza.
bye.
A piece of Star Wars pizza. I don't know anything. I just want to say Star Wars.
Just go. We're done. All right. Bye, everybody. YouTube, thanks for watching. Maine the Grey Wolf, you're the best. Say hi, Caleb.
Hi, Caleb.
There you go.